Hello there. Thank you very much for joining us here at Shop Unlimited. You may be aware that I'm not alone. I've got some of my favourite people sitting with me. We're live on Shop Unlimited at the moment, and I want to introduce you to somebody whose entire working life is about making life better for people with issues, for people with challenges. So beside me, I've got Oli Story. Oli, thank you so much for being with us. You're actually making my afternoon at the moment. So may I just ask you a few questions first, because we've got lots of products that are going to help people to be more independent, that are going to help people with their mood, that are going to help people feel less lonely, things to help people stay warmer. Oli, this is a family business for several generations, isn't it?
Yes. Thanks for having us.
My pleasure, truly.
Business is 40 years old this year.
Yeah.
Established in 1984. Founded by my grandfather, my father, and my uncle. Yeah. And yeah, now I'm involved with the business, and we're bringing you some nice products.
I've heard that you actually are the business and you run the business. So I know that a lot of the products that we're going to be look at are life enhancing for people. But I also know that you have you've worked alongside the RNIB. You have worked with schools involved in science, and I know that actually you worked with the Alzheimer's Society as well. You're bringing things to make people's lives better, aren't you? I love it. I absolutely love it. Sorry, I shall stop. Now, the first thing that we're going to show you, this is my fault. There's very many very exciting things surrounding me, but the reason you're seeing this first of all live on Shop Unlimited is because I think every single home in the country should have one. I've had my grabber for more years than I can count, because we're always dropping things behind cupboards. We're always trying to get things, and you don't want to move out a great big wall unit just to get what's behind it. Or my husband is doing things and he drops a screw down the back of and it's just crazy. So this is for people that need help, but it's also for every single house. So very, very well constructed. So talk us round, if you will.
Okay, so here you can see we've got there's a magnet on the end of it here. So if you drop keys, a small pin, yeah, anything that's magnetic, we can pick it up just reaching out with the grabber and pick it up there. It's got a nice trigger here, and we can grab whatever we need to there. They're also foldable, so we just...
So this is an advance on the one that I've got. My grandson uses it, and he calls it the alien grabber, the zombie grabber. And he and my husband play zombie grabbers with it. But I honestly wouldn't be without it. We all drop things behind the cupboards all the time. Brilliant price, exceptionally well put together, and unlike mine, you can fold it for storage.
Yeah, and if you want to take it on holiday with you, just fold it away, put that in a suitcase, and like you say, for storage as well, it's just handy to be able to fold them away and then put them back together again.
I know, and
you need that.
I'm almost ashamed to admit we were playing with them over Christmas. There's all sorts of games that you can play if you've got a grabber. Now, I would like to give you the details, if I may. It's the shop grabber. Thank you very much to Oli. We're able to bring this to you at only £10 here live on Shop Unlimited. You can even use Klarna payments for this if you wish. It will be £3.34 with each investment. Now, I also would like to say a very big and warm hello to everybody that's watching Shop Unlimited on Leonie's page. We know that Leonie is one of the most loved crafters. Would you mind saying hello to crafters for me? We're on Leonie.
Hello, crafters.
Thank you, Ollie.
Any of you crafters who've got a bad back like me, when you're doing the washing,
Yeah.
one of these are going to be handy for just picking up items of clothing, putting them in the wash.
See, Leonie, I know, cares for her mum, and you've said about your bad back. My eldest daughter, bad back. Me, nerves burnt off my back. Everybody, at some time or another, needs and would benefit from having a shop grabber. I want to call it, I can't call it what we call it at home, but that's... Now, we will come back and show you this again later on. But if you do not have one in your house, I promise you faithfully, you need one. You need one. Now, I love what you've just picked up because I think like most of the country, I'm finding my fuel bill scary. I mean, scary. And in the past, I wouldn't have thought about when to put the heating on and when not to put the heating on. Now I do. Now I think, well, if there's only me here, should I put the heating on? Because it's going to take half an hour. It's going to have to warm up the pipes, go around the house to all the other radiators. You've actually just brought me the perfect solution. I am loath to even pass this back to you. It is so cold here in the studio today. Normally I like cold, but I am actually a little bit freezing. Now, this beautiful, fabulous, soft, comfortable, amazing heated electric blanket. You're getting such an incredible price advantage here. You're saving £20. We're bringing it to you for only $39.99, which means not only do you save £20 straight away, but also you can use Klarna to actually pay. So that would be 3 instalments, interest-free, of £13.33. Now, I'm actually getting got a meter, got one of those meters that tells you what power you're actually using. And I know they are beneficial, but I also find them a trifle scary. What do you mean I've used £7? I haven't done anything today. So may I pass one side to you? And I will take this the other side. Look at this. Now, this will fully cover a single bed, or if you run it the other way round, I'll take this, you take that one. You can go straight across a double bed. You do not have to use it on your bed. You could be in your craft room and you could have this wrapped around your shoulders. You could have it behind you. You can have this over your legs. I cannot think of anything more useful at the moment. Truly more useful. It's just incredible. Now, there are 6 heat settings on here. Ollie, I was hoping that you would talk me around. I'm not giving you the blanket black. You can have a bit of it, so but not all of it.
The controller's on here.
Oh, cool.
And you can, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, you can turn the temperature up. We've not even got it on full blast there, so we can turn the temperature up to 50, which is quite warm.
Whip this off? Thanks. You'd think I'd done that before, wouldn't you?
And we've got that on a 2-hour timer. We can set the timer up from 2 up to 10.
Now, before we came to air, I was asking Ollie about power consumption. Now, I can't give you an exact cost because obviously different people are on different packages from their energy suppliers, but the average that we sourced was less than 3 pence an hour. It worked out at 2.6 pence an hour. To me, this is such a great investment. And if you are at all, don't be cold. Nobody should be cold. What we've been talking about at home, because I've got my special needs daughter at home with me, my husband is at home, and me, but we were talking about people on their own and how scary fuel bills can actually be. They're scary when you're a big family, but they can be scarier if you're one person on your own. This actually takes the fear out of it. Now, I know this isn't why you bought it to market. You bought it to help the people that shop from, I'm sorry, I'm just getting too cozy here, in here from Story & Sons, because people have mobility issues, which means they don't move a lot, which means they suffer even more from the cold, don't they?
Yeah.
But it's really good, very well made. I'm impressed with, don't take it all.
Fleecy on the inside as well, really cosy, like you said.
Yeah. So tell me, in the main, who buys this and who are they buying it for?
I mean,
Mine. Sorry, pet. Who was... Okay, we just need the critters to wait a little while. Sorry.
It could literally be for anybody. It could be an elderly person who's living on their own, buying it for themselves. It could be a family member buying it as a gift. It could be literally anybody who could benefit from this, who over the last few days has experienced what we have, the minus,
it was
-6
the other night. Last night. Was it last night?
Last night was a bit warmer,
checking.
I think. Maybe,
it was
we've
the
got
night
thumbs up in the
before.
background. It must have been -6 last night.
I even bought one for my daughter, and my daughter Laura, she is amazing. She had issues when she was born, and she's incredible. But Laura will often say, my radiator's too hot. And so she won't have it on in the morning, but she needs that extra little bit of warmth because if she's watching a tablet and doing things, they're just so perfect. I bought my grandchildren blankets, and sorry, be with you in a minute. I bought my grandchildren blankets years ago. They're 7 and 10, so it was about 4 years ago. They both still have them. This could be such a treasure. So now let's just tell you how to shop, because I'm sure you'll agree it's an amazing price. This hasn't even been on air at all before, has it? It's brand new.
Yeah.
And you've brought it to us brand new with a £20 saving. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Now, if you're watching us on Facebook or on Instagram, in the comments section, just put shop blanket. And what will happen then is a basket will be set up for you. It will be put into your basket, but until you say, yes, go, it won't actually be purchased. Or if you're watching us at allthews.shopunlimitedlive.com, then you go straight on the website and order it. Now, we are live, so you look like an actor. I'm trying to think which actor. Somebody's already said Daniel Craig in my ear.
I'll take that. She said it now, Daniel Craig.
That's it, it's out now, it's out there. Now, we've had some messages come in. Can I just say hello to Stephanie, hello to Angela, Danielle as well. Let me see, Anne is with us as well. Now, if you have any questions or anything you want to share, then please feel free to get in touch with us and we will answer them. Now, let me just adjust. I'm not giving this back. I will give it back, I promise.
You're not getting too hot, are you? It's on 50.
No.
Okay.
Before we move on from the blankets, have you ever, has your significant other ever said to you, your feet are like ice, move away? Well, show us, please, Ollie, show us, because this is This is the solution to the, my feet are like ice. And cold just runs across the floor, doesn't it?
Yeah, so very similar to the blanket you've got on there. We've got a condensed version. It's like a little sack for your feet.
Yeah.
So anybody who gets really cold feet, maybe circulation issues
Yes.
or arthritis, anything that maybe pain in the feet,
Yeah.
that a bit of heat just helps.
Neuropathy and stuff. It's not saying it's going to cure anything that you've got, but you actually do have something that could make life easier for you, make life more comfortable for you. They've got a beautiful fleece line and a velour type cover, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah, it's really soft. And the control, it's the same control as we just showed you on the blanket. Same, works in the same way, although this goes a little bit hotter. And we can set a timer in exactly the same
But again,
way.
this is only, I think it's 80 watts, isn't it? We are literally talking about pennies to be comfortable, pennies to ease discomfort. You know what it's like when something aches and something hurts and it's uncomfortable. When you warm yourself up a little bit, you get the pleasure of the warmth that seems to ease some of the discomfort. It's an incredible price point as well. We're talking about only £25, and that's it. So not only are you making a fabulous saving, but we'll also get it to you in just a matter of days. It's the Ravencourt Living heated electric foot warmer. And please don't forget that you can shop using Klarna. It's interest free. There'll be 3 instalments of £8.33. Now, I've just heard that Deborah and Elizabeth have just joined us. I think everybody thinks you do look like James Bond. Deborah and Elizabeth, thank you very much for joining us. It's lovely to have your company. Now, I have got quite a few friends sitting around me. To start with, I'm a dog person. I've been a dog person. You're a dog person.
Yep.
I've been a dog person my entire life. You can look across the street and meet a dog's eyes and you know that it's coming to talk to you. You know that you're going to have that meeting. Well, I've met somebody. I have met somebody. I always said that when I got too old and I couldn't actually manage to have a dog, I told myself I would have a soft toy because these faces make me happy. Look at this face. This face makes you happy. But these have a very, very special story. What, sorry? Do you want to go out? What is it? Did you say you want to go out? No. That's one of the beauties, isn't it? Don't have to.
Yeah,
Oli,
especially this time of year.
I know that people love the cats and the dogs. I don't know how I could even leave one of them behind. Oh, look, did you see? Did you? And
They're competing
tails
with each
wagging.
other now.
Come on. Why were these developed, Oli?
So these were developed for people living with dementia who don't have the cognitive ability to be able to look after a dog, maybe forget to water and feed the dog, but miss that companionship that you get from being a pet owner.
I know, and it is incredible. And I had one of those blood tests done that said what? Sorry, darling. Did you just turn around to look at me? Did you just turn around to look at me? Like most people, like a lot of people, I've got the marker for late onset dementia. That doesn't mean you're going to get it. It just means that, you know, you have the marker. And this is just such that's exactly what you are. This is just the most amazing companionship. Now, mine is called Golden. This is Golden Pup. that's who you are. Yes, I know that's who you are. Ollie, you've got Freckled, haven't you?
Yeah. So Freckled for this one. So if you wanted to purchase one of these today, it's Shop Freckled. And we've got £10 reduction on these, down from
thank you.
160 down to £150 today.
Is that right? Ollie, who's buying these? People that love and care for a relative, I think, are the people, aren't they? Yes.
Yes,
yes.
and a lot of people are purchasing them not just for elderly relatives and people who can't have a dog or a pet because of necessarily a disability, or they just can't, for some reason, look after a pet into their old age. But also people are buying them for children.
Yeah.
And very often people are buying them for children with autism as well, to have that kind of interaction where they may struggle with interacting with people.
It's a connection, isn't it?
Yeah.
What? I know. And they actually do connect because they do react, don't they?
Yeah. If you noticed, they were not doing much, the odd yap and a little bit of movement when we were talking about other stuff. But as soon as we touch them and we start interacting with them, then they interact back with us.
Ollie, how do you put this in a box and send it away? How do you do that?
Luckily, most of the time we don't get them out of the box at the warehouse or at the office, so we don't get too attached to them.
I can't send you away. And everybody that is actually... Now, obviously, this is a considered purchase. So we're thinking, right, you talk to everybody at home. We're thinking that before you invest, just think about how much love, think about how much caring this will actually bring to somebody that you love and care about. Because, I mean, I can't resist them. I can't resist this little golden pup. It's friendship, it's company, it's companionship. I mean, maybe even you've got a pet at home already that's... Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you talking? I apologise. That is lonely, and it could even keep another pet company. I wouldn't trust you with my Harry, though, because he's a bad boy. You're not at all. But I'm just incredible. So it is a considered purchase. But Golden Pup is saying to you that you know that your mum, your dad, somebody you love and care about that you can't see as often as you would like to, you're giving them connection. It's a gift of love and caring and connection, and you really are. You're a good pup. So I think you ought to. This is Golden Pup. I think you ought to go and... Sorry. Yes, all right. I think you ought to go and get up close and personal with Freckle, because Freckle closes her eyes when you do that. When you stroke her head, she... Oh. This is just amazing. They want the attention. They give so much. But yes, all right. Don't get bossy. Oh, you're talking to each other. Oh, they're talking to each other. So, I mean, this is fabulous because not only... Sorry, you're wagging your tail. I'm going to put Golden... Oh, look. She's dropped into the play with me pose. Oh, it's the play bow, isn't it? Yeah. I'm just going to pop... I was going to pop my Golden Pup back, but then it wagged its tail and I decided I couldn't. Yes, all right. They're just amazing. Or maybe you can't have a pet, but like me, you love the look of their faces and you just want to have that fun that they bring. Yes, I know. Now, so you're looking at Freckled Pup at the moment. Freckled Pup and Golden Pup. Oh, I forgot to tell you, everybody that buys one of the pups has got a present from Oli. Oli, thank you very much for you actually getting an I Love Dogs bag to go with it. Do you think we dare sit them side by side on the carpet? Or
Yeah.
are they just going to annoy each other?
Let's see.
Come on, Golden. There you go. There. Not a lot going on. Are you going to... Oh, yes, there is. Now, I'm a dog person. Oli, you said you're a dog person as well. But you also told me that the cats, they're looking at the camera. They're scene stealers. Look at them. The cats, people really love. They love your tabby. Mm-hmm. They love Silver. And they love Tuxedo Cat as well, don't they?
Yeah.
They're so... I'm being upstaged. Behave yourself. So, Oli, which one should we look at first? Oh, hello. This is Tuxedo. They have more movements as well, don't they?
Yeah. So they have more of a range of motion than the dogs, the cats. Tuxedo Cat reminds me of Postman Pat's cat, Jess.
Yeah. Black and white cat.
The orange tabby, or we would call it a ginger cat, is by far the most popular.
And I've got Silver on my lap at the moment. This is Silver. You're looking at Tuxedo. They're all the same price. Do you know they even roll over for a belly rub?
That was
Look,
good timing.
They want a tummy rub. That's Tabby. Right, let me just move Tuxedo Cat for a little while. And would you bring Tabby over? Yeah, oh. These are amazing. So it's the sort of thing that people buy for somebody when they want them to have more interaction, to actually feel the love, really. Feel the love?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, dear.
Same goes as we said for the dogs.
Yeah.
Anybody who's maybe living on their own, unable to look after a pet anymore, or maybe even rented accommodation that doesn't allow animals, or a small flat. They just give that companionship that only
Can you hear her purring?
Yeah.
She's vibrating as well. They do have a reality to them. Oli, I want them all. I want the dogs, I want the cats, I want them all. I'm just thinking, if you're watching at home at the moment, you know somebody that would get such amazing pleasure out of this, don't you? They react to your touch. They give you back. They're just amazing.
They're really popular for people who are living in care facilities as well. So if you've got an elderly relative who's in a care home who used to have pets at home and would benefit from having some companionship, then we highly recommend these for people living in care homes.
One of our producers, Katie, her nan lives in a care home, and she actually has one of your cats, because another lady in the care home actually had one of your cats, and they realised that she would adore it.
Yeah.
But children would adore them as well. Children would absolutely love them. Look at the eyes. When you stroke and they close their eyes with pleasure, it's fabulous. I'm looking at something that... what? Oh, you want the belly rub? Meow. They're life-changing. They are, all right, they are life-changing presents. Look at you. You're just going to stay there all the while they do it, won't you? You will. This is, I mean, you must get so many messages and letters from people saying how wonderful this is.
Yeah, we get some really lovely ones. There's been people who hadn't communicated at all for years, and then after interacting with one of these, maybe starting to speak again.
Oh, wow.
Same with another product, the Hug, which we'll show you later. Similar sort of anecdotes, and it's amazing the difference. Jodie, my colleague, actually calls these little lifesavers, which I really like.
I think it's. See, I actually have a dog, and I want one desperately. And I've already got a dog, but I want one because this is the sort of thing. I haven't got to let it out. I haven't got to feed it. I don't have to worry that it's going to be poorly anywhere around the house. It's just cost me a small fortune for a vet bill for Harry at the moment. And I'm just looking at something that when I can no longer care for an animal, this would be the most perfect thing to have. You are a hussy. You're a hussy. So there's an awful lot of work that goes. Yes, sorry. There's an awful lot of work that goes on in here, isn't there? It's really. You have so many fabulous movements. I'm sorry. This is just too good. So, yes, darling. So you have Silver, you have Tuxedo, and you have Tabby that you can choose from. They should be and are worth every single penny of £150. You're buying something for somebody that you love, maybe somebody that you can't see all the time, somebody that you want them to have this contact, this emotional support, because that's what it is. Now, you can shop every single option on all the www.shopunlimitedlive.com and just choose your favourite. And of course, you can take advantage of interest-free Klarna payments, 3 times £41.67. Now, I'm going to pop Silver down. Thing is, if I put them all together, they'll just all keep talking to each other, won't they? Come on, there you go. Now, I want to hand you Hug, and I'm going to ask you to tell everybody at home who Hug is and what Hug is for.
Okay, so Hug was designed from a spin out of Cardiff Met University, and it was part of a accelerator program funded by Alzheimer's Society.
Yeah.
To initially developed to help people living with later stage dementia experience that some kind of interaction and
contact.
Yeah, like touch. So we've got, I'm not sure if this is turned on, but they're inside the Hug. There's a cushion, and then there's this little electronics box, and this can play music. The volume can be set to an appropriate level, and it can also have a heartbeat. Not sure if you can.
Oh, yes.
Is that coming through? And it's got a little name tag on the back for if there's multiple ones of these being used in a care facility. And
of course, there are a lot of people that find contact very hard. Very hard. Yes, all right. I'm going to separate you. I'm separating you all in a minute, if you don't stop.
So when that goes, when the heart beats back inside, we can zip it up, and then it's got weighted arms and legs.
Yeah.
So it really does feel like it's hugging you back. And so maybe somebody doesn't have great dexterity to kind of hold on to a normal kind of doll or something. So
weight and drapes.
Yeah, and it like we spoke earlier about weighted blankets.
Yeah.
This has a similar sort of effect.
A weighted blanket for me feels like you're touching with a purpose, because there are so many people and people that live on their own, and in reality they do not get a hug, they do not get touched. So when you have something that gives you touch with purpose, it's a feel-good thing. I can't resist these. You can tell that, can't you? They want me to touch them. They're asking me to.
And if you give that a hug and you feel the heartbeat, and it's that heartbeat that kind of mimics the human contact, and like we were talking earlier as well about how sometimes people
the heartbeat. Wow.
People might not get that physical contact from other people, and then they, in some cases, can just completely disengage from interaction, and that's where the hug comes in to give that tiny bit of interaction and comfort as well.
But it's perfect because it gives you something that people are not getting.
Yeah, and we're now the research is now moving on from just people living with dementia to anxiety. So any sort of anxiety issues, and especially in schools and even in prisons, any kind of place where people might feel anxious, or autism, again, dementia, any kind of cognitive issues.
See, I understand. I understand straight away, and I can just feel the heartbeat, and yes, I can wrap it around me for a proper hug. But it's comfort.
Mm-hmm.
It's comfort. It's soothing. It reminds me of when my daughters were little, my grandchildren were little, and I looked after them. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And it's just, now, tell me why the hug is such a beautiful beige.
Okay, so the colour is this colour so that it shows dirt. If it gets dirty for hygiene reasons, then you know some food's dropped on it or whatever it might be, and then the cushion and the electronics can zip out, and then it can just go straight in the wash at 60 degrees.
And there's sometimes some people are on their own. Sometimes it's just that your partner, significant other might be away, and the bed's too big. The bed's too big without them, and it's just giving you that contact. And I love the fact that I can just feel this gentle heartbeat. It's very soothing, very soothing. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's joined us here on Shop Unlimited Live or on the multiple Facebook pages, including lovely Leonie Pujol's Facebook page and Dan's page. It's so lovely to have your company, and of course Shop Unlimited Live. Now, this is something that you might want to consider for a member of your family, even somebody that's very young with autism that cannot get the contact, give the contact, then it's something that could make a huge difference. So we've been talking about the grabber. We've been talking about I'm not going to be able to make it sit, am I? Stay. Thank you. Now, we have another item. Soz. Okay, you stay there for a minute. I want to bring the rollator over. Now, we all know, every single human being knows that movement is important to us. Not sitting down for too long is important to us. It's about our health, our well-being, our longevity. It's about blood flow. It's about circulation. It's about lymphatic drainage. We need to move, but it's not easy for everybody to move, is it? So what I'd like to do, hello little people, you've put together another brand new product for us that we haven't seen before. You've also made it quite inspirational to make people want to move. Now, let me just get this over to you. Now, you can see there are two fabulous little birds on there. We will give you their details in a moment. But so now I know that if somebody's ordering the rollator at the moment, it will have a basket, won't it? It has a basket with it has a basket with it and a bag as well.
Yeah, the bag's here.
Yeah.
You can see. So that's handy for any bits and bobs you might want to put in there. Shopping if you're taking it shopping. But on top of here is a basket with a tray on top.
Perfect.
Which I just forgot to put in the car today, unfortunately, so it's my fault.
Very easy to manoeuvre, not like a shopping trolley. It goes where you want it to go. And of course, very responsive brakes as well. And you've got double brakes, haven't you?
Yeah. So being three-wheeled helps with manoeuvrability.
Yeah.
And the handles are adjustable, so you fit them to a comfortable height, so you're not kind of bending over too much.
Now, if you want the rollator, I'm loath to say on its own, because you will get the bag, you will have a tray on there. It is something about helping somebody that you love and care for be able to do things for themselves. It's about helping somebody get more out of their life, whether their life is challenged or not. But so that would be £95. Now, if you see those little birds that are on the handle, they are actually normally 100. And, well, the birds are £77 each. Now, tell me the thinking behind the birds and then show us what they do.
Okay. So the idea behind the birds, they're called walker squawkers, is that when if somebody uses a frame or a rollator to walk with, a walker squawker or walker squawkers can go on that frame, and then the more you move, the more they sing a song to you. And
so they're inspiring you to do more.
Yeah, that's the idea, to make sure people use their frames and rollators so they're not falling over as much, or hopefully not falling over at all. And also to be active, and to be active safely with their frames and rollators.
Shh. So if you want one of the birds, the bluebird or the cardinal, they would normally be £77 each, and that means if you want to put one on the rollator to inspire movement, exercise, you would normally be looking at £160. We have this offer again, and again I can only say thank you, Ollie, because it's very kind of you to give us such amazing offers. You can actually choose the two together, choose whichever bird you want. Are you going to switch them on?
Yeah, I can switch them on for you.
Are you ready? So the cardinal is on your TV screen at the moment. And
if I stand up and push it, will you be able to see that, or shall I?
If you already have a walker or you've already got a frame, you could just add one of these to it. You could put it on a jacket. You could put it anywhere. But are they not the most fun things you've seen? And they're responsive to touch as well.
Yeah, they move their little heads.
Wow.
And if I'd rolled this over to one side of the room and left it there, after a certain period of time, they'll start whistling at you to get you to go and
So
use
they
them as well.
are making you move.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, puppy, shush. Yeah.
And you can change the tune that they
So the
tweet
more
as
you
well.
move, the more they sing.
Yeah.
They're making it fun to have help. Aren't
Yeah.
they? They're making getting help fun. They are incredible. Now, just
switch
to
them off?
remind you, yes, and switching them off means holding the tail for a
Yeah.
count of 3.
There's a little button in the tail. Hold it
Aw.
for 3 seconds and they
Yeah, not going
sign
to.
off.
Nani nana, not going to shut up. No, he said no. Okay, now there's 2 items that we want to show you. We did look at them at the top of the hour, but want to make sure that you get to see them. I'm sorry, excuse me a minute. Let me just talk to these people first because I like to watch them work. Right, could we grab a grabber, or as my grandson would call it, the zombie grabber. Okay, now, I've had one of these for a very long time. The reason I bought it, I didn't actually buy it when I had a bad back. I bought it because I've got a 3 cupboard long counter and I'm forever dropping things down the back. And I just thought, what a really good idea. But it's used every week. And so tell everybody the thought process behind it and why we have this today, and it's at such a special price.
So if you, for instance, maybe someone who needs a walking frame and you're in your chair and you need to grab the TV remote, you need to, sorry. He
hurt you, didn't he?
You want to pick up the newspaper, literally anything that's just out of your reach, then you can use one of these. Or if you've got a bad back and you're doing the washing, or you drop something, like you say, and
but with the entire population at some time or another would get benefit from this. I mean, yes, as we get older, we'll get more benefit from it. But I don't think I know anybody who hasn't hurt their back at some time or another, who hasn't had a need for the grabber. And thank you so much for bringing it to us at such a special price. Now, ours has to hang up in the hallway, but you've made this so that we can actually put it away in a drawer if you want, haven't you?
it has got a hole if you do want to hang it on a hook on the handle. But yeah, it can also, they are foldable, so there we are.
Yeah.
You can just fold it away and it clips into place. If you want to take it on holiday, put it in a drawer.
Every home should have one. Whoever you are considering buying this for, they will use it. You will not have wasted your £10. You've made a brilliant saving. You can even buy this on 3 instalments with Klarna payments of just £3.34. But if you order it, you will use it. If you don't order it, you might wish that you would. So press checkout as soon as possible. Now, my producer wants me to bring in the tabby cat because we've only got a couple of minutes left, I know, and it is the most popular one, but I am going to set a challenge. Shall we get everybody playing together? Tabby Cat's going to be on your screen. Well, I'm sorry. I'll probably get told off for this afterwards, but I'm loving every moment of it. There you go. Now, there you go. Everybody is ordering. You've got Golden Pup, you've got Freckled Pup, we've got Tuxedo Cat, we've got Silver, and we've got Tabby as well. Look at these people that can come and live at your house, that can live with a relative that you've got that actually has challenges in their life, that has dementia issues, belly rub. Belly rub. You'll find the whole range on the website, which is all the www.shopunlimited.life, or of course go straight to Story and Sons as well, and that's their brand page on our website. But this just looks like a little bit of heaven to me, absolute heaven. And please don't forget to find that beautiful blanket there that will literally cost just a couple of pence or so to run for an hour. Ollie, we only have a few seconds left. Can I just say thank you?
Thanks very much for having us.
It's been a real... Oh, they're telling me I've gone over time. Sorry. Thank you very much for coming to us. And thank you to Golden and to Freckled and to Silver and to Tabby ×2 and to Tuxedo as well. Please don't forget the Cardinal, don't forget the Bluebird. And I promise you, I am in a little bit of heaven here at the moment with the heated blanket. They are always... Zombie grabber, sorry, shop grabber. Thank you so much for being with us.